Let's talk about trucks. Let's talk about mud boggins.
Let's do Ford versus Chevy now. Put a bullet in my mouth.
It's the longest weekly episodic show on the internet about mud and flat earths and fried chicken.
We'll tell you for the small audience.
Yeah, we're getting things kicked off in the right way. Yep.
Welcome to TGW Live. It's the Wednesday night edition. It is July the 10th, believe it or not. And man, oh, look at all the people. Mark Castillo comes in the #1 spot tonight. Mr. New York Jacob is in the house. Gary Pierce, of course, Perry Jensen with the A. Glad to have all you guys. Once you get logged in, go ahead and tell everybody hey and where you're watching from tonight. So gonna have a great show tonight. Got a great guest. So very excited about everything we got going on tonight. Of course, I'm here with Matt Steele and Christian Ledford, both VIPs in my eyes.
Yes.
Yes. They write my check, so I got to say nice things about them. Right, folks?
Wister, do you see what's going on? Minimac's already saying live from New York State Off-Road Park.
What?
Dude, if he's there. Minimac, are you there already? Dude, that's crazy if you are. Man.
Let's see what it says. It says live from, yep, he's live from the park. Nice.
Nice, man. Nice. That's cool. A couple of YouTube guys checking in. We appreciate that, dude.
Yep.
And looking forward. It's going to be a good night tonight because we got a lot of things to talk to. Can I get something? I don't want to get it out of the way because I'm just excited and I don't want to wait to do it. And I know you guys know what I'm about to talk about, dude. We want to say happy birthday to our great friend, Hall of Famer Papa Barnyard up there.
Papa Barnyard. I know. I don't know if he's in the house yet or any of the Love Wells tonight, but absolutely. Happy birthday to you, Papa Barnyard. Can't wait to see you in a few weeks. When we see him pop on, we'll tell him happy birthday again, dude. Papa Barnyard turning 47 today, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice.
Yeah,
he's the patriarch of the family.
So you were talking about Minimac. Look, This is his rig right here, I believe.
Dude, yeah, look at that, dude. That's a setup right there, dude.
I love the way he's got the camper. I'm seeing more and more of that stuff now. You know, you see some of them that go over the gooseneck, and you see a lot of them just like this. But you're seeing more and more and more of this kind of stuff on trailers and people's rigs today.
Yeah, I dig that. And then I think you got another picture of something that Minimac had as well. If I'm not mistaken, I'm talking about the champagne of beers, bitches. Yeah, dude. Right? Miller High Life. Look at the way they're stacked in there nice. 3, 6, 9, 12.
That's a lot.
That's a pile of them, dude.
That's 30.
They're going to be ice cold. And we had a little bonding session when we shot the little kind of driver profile / interview with him last time we were up there about a month or so ago. And I watched the piece today, but I watched the entire piece, and I know it got broken into 2 halves. Was Minimac's piece in the first half? I didn't watch. I'm saying, sure. After it got broken in half, I didn't watch it, right? So I don't know.
I don't remember.
Yeah, so I don't remember either.
Minimac, if you watch the piece that we put out today on the YouTube channel and you were not in it, you'll be in the next one that is probably going to be released pretty soon, I would imagine.
Yeah, next week. We're doing two parts. We split it in half because it was like 30-something minutes long, so we cut it down Zimitto.
There, and there's my son, Ricky Taylor. I'll see you all this weekend. Dude, Ricky, it's been several weeks. It'll be good to see you.
Yeah, and Ricky, the question, is Wister coming to New York? No, Wister is not going to be in New York. They won't let me go. They can't take me through many airports. There's only a few in the country that I can even get through, and New York is not one of them. So you won't see me this weekend. My next trip with the gang will be to the Barnyard, first weekend in August. So excited about my first trip to the Barnyard. And after the hashtag Bring Wister campaign for 3 years, it finally paid off, folks. So thank you to all of those that hashtag Bring Wister to the Barnyard. I appreciate all that. It's finally come to fruition, and I'm getting to go my first trip to Maine. So excited about all that. Now, Dave Renfro's in the house. He's going to be with you this weekend doing the first ever collaboration.
Easy
Correct?
For you to say.
Yeah.
Hey, I do have news. The Minimac is in this first video. It starts at around 7-minute mark of the video that was just put out today.
Greg, don't watch it now. You got to support the live show. But when we're done, then you can put it on, dude. And then get everybody around there, because your interview, it might be one of the greatest interviews of all time. No, it would, dude. It was really good. And I told him that day. You know, it was funny, man. Such a nice dude. And we finished up, and he's just like, man, he's like, thanks for doing this with me. I'm like, bro, it's so cool. I mean, we've known him now for however long and all that. And I was like, dude, with you, it just flowed. You know what I mean? It was natural. We didn't have to do anything twice. There were no breaks. That was just a cat that was talking about what he loved to do, and it just flowed and came natural. And that's what we love about it, dude. So,
yep. So what else you guys got to get into before we bring this fantastic guest on?
Dude, just getting ready for New York. We leave bright and early in the morning. Dude, everybody knows what's going on this weekend. It's going to be the biggest thing with the freestyle. What is it? $400 million freestyle. You know, $10 million.
They're actually whoever wins the freestyle actually wins Ukraine. They actually win the country. Now there's a lot going on over in Ukraine, and there's a lot of money, so it might not be a financially good thing to win Ukraine, but they're going to win a country.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to give one more great shout out to our good friend John Screma for everything he's doing to put this event together and support it in such a big way. He's making such a good financial investment back into the sport. You know, not a lot of places do that. And so we want to thank him for not only going to other parks in previous months and years and supporting those parks, but now it's being paid forward with a lot of parks supporting this event. And him, of course, taking a lot of that gate money and putting it back into the events and stuff like that. So kudos to him, his entire staff and team. I know you guys are going to have a home run weekend up there in Esperance, New York.
3 things, Wister. 1, you said not all parks are doing that. Yeah, some are not doing that and actually bragging about it, which is interesting. But yeah. I digress. I question the entire marketing concept.
Yeah.
That's all you get for tonight, right?
That's all you get. Yeah, that's right.
I will say, Jacob Kashmerick, Mr. New York, get your lines ready, brother, because we're coming at you. We're going to put the camera in your face, and I want to hear from the dude, because when we see him, it's so funny. When you talk to Jacob like live, Wister, it's fun because you talk to him. And he's like, "Yeah, man, we're here." And then you put the camera on, and it's like somebody like hits him with a taser, dude. That dude just comes alive. He's already animated to begin with, but he comes alive, and he's good too. So, Jacob, I built you up. Now it's time for you to deliver.
That's right.
Ricky Taylor said, "Dad, don't forget the support check. I'm behind 21 years."
Yeah. Oh, man.
At least you're used to it, son.
Yeah. At least you're used to it.
Yeah.
All right. With all that being said, man, let's bring in this guy. A lot of people in the United States have not met him, seen him drive, or seen his truck in person. But we're going to introduce you to this cat tonight. We're going to talk a lot about him, what he likes to do, his background. We're going to talk about that badass truck of his. And he's even got a little surprise in the background. So don't wait any longer. Go ahead.
Let's show a little bit of his highlight reel from last year before we bring him on, Wister.
All right, let's do it. I can do it right now.
Hard fade.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not too good about moving all that stuff around just like needed. So bear with me, but I got through the main part. I can cue it back up to wherever I need to go. If we need to re-show something, I don't have your editing skills, Ledford. Okay, fine. You don't have to call me out like that.
Well,
Okay?
it's okay because that video was kind of a raw video. It's just kind of raw in the moment clips of everything. But
well, anyway, let me introduce all of you right now to Dustin Stacy. Dustin, tell everybody your hometown, where you are. Are you in Saskatchewan?
No, I'm up by Santa Claus, kind of 2 clicks from the North Pole, but it's Fort McMurray, Alberta,
Dude,
little oil town.
listen, I just want to say this before we get any further. People heard that, right? And they're like, Fort McMurray, Alberta. Get your phones out, get on your computer, and actually look where that is. Because it's about, like down here in Florida, it's about as far away as you could possibly be. It's far away from everything. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. So it's not like he's in Texas. He's not in Louisiana. Like, it's damn near Alaska up there, everybody. And he's a badass. And obviously it's a good internet connection.
Yep.
Yeah, it's on the other side of the planet to you guys, right?
Well, listen, we had a great conversation. We really got to sit down last year, and we really got to hang out and talk and stuff. And improve my memory if I'm wrong, but you said that it took you 14 hours from where you live to get to Al's place at FRCC. Is that about right? 14 hours?
Yeah, if you just hit it hard, you could probably do it in like 13. But when you stop for fuel, food, odd, yeah, it's about 14 hours, right? And
Jeez.
we try to break up the drive. We actually swing into he's passed away now, but Jason Ray, big part of our group and what we do. So his uncle's got a tavern that's about halfway. I don't know the name, Big Mervs or something, but I can't remember the little town it's in. But man, it's the coolest tavern you'll ever see. It's all hot rod, everything, and you'll be drinking in a bus in the back. It's just the way it's done. It's so cool. And we try to break the trip up by stopping in there for a couple hours, or for the night, I should say. And it will fill Main Street up with trucks and trailers, and everyone that convoys will stop and go to Big Mervs, whatever it is. And man, that's about halfway mark. So it splits the drive up nice, makes it a lot easier. So if anyone's convoying with us from Alberta or BC, Big Merv's Tavern, we're going to be there Wednesday night. It's going to be wild.
Oh, dude, that's gotta be like just another part of things that makes it an awesome weekend.
It's just pre-prepping my liver for FRCC. That's all. Just conditioning, right?
Yeah. I saw you post something about that today on your
I did. Yeah. I'm trying to rally. We're trying to make it an annual thing in memory of one of my best friends that kind of passed away a couple of years ago or last year. Right. And we did it once and it worked out so good. Everyone just camped on the main street. It's such a small town that it works. It's awesome.
So the Mounties don't give you a lot of hassle for that?
Yeah. I think there's like 20 people in the whole town.
They doubled their size. The town doubled its size in one night.
I think the guy that owns the bar is the mayor of the town. So
you got it made.
That's got to be his biggest Wednesday night of the year, dude.
Oh, it's wild. It's wild. It's anyone that's traveling, hit me up. I'll give you directions. Make it a stop. Don't drive through the night, get all tired all over the road. Swing in, have some good food, some drinks, and it's going to be a good night.
Yeah, drive.
It's only a little jaunt to FRCC after that.
Drive the next day all hungover. It's so much better. Yeah.
And then it's the line party Thursday morning.
Right. Nice.
Hey, Dustin, listen, in case you missed the show last week, I was saying that you are arguably one of the best freestylers, and you arguably had one of the baddest trucks in North America. Your truck would be such a good fit in a lot of these United States events.
And I appreciate that. Like, you guys wouldn't understand it. It takes a lot of hard work, and if you've done it, then you know what it takes to do what we do. And fortunate enough for me, I do get quite a bit of help doing it, because I couldn't do it without the help that I get, or our circle that helps me, right? But I do appreciate the kind words. It means a lot. You go back 5 years ago, talking to Matt, I was like, man, I just wanted to be in a clip, just in a bog truck. And then it just kind of escalated into what it is now. And, it's safe to say that the truck, as much as a burden it can be, it changed my life. It really did. I changed careers and everything. I I used to work out in the oil field as a welder and a pipe fitter. And now I'm a teacher. I teach trades.
Yep,
So
I remember you telling me that last year. Yeah.
it develops social skills, talking to little kids and people and answering all the questions and cameras. And, so the truck did literally change my life.
Dude, that is so cool to hear, and that's something that I don't think most people would ever expect or understand if you didn't just explain it the way that you just did. So
if you would have met me 5 years ago, man, I was in this little shell. I had the worst people skills, like 2 friends in the whole world. And, it's everything happens for a reason, man.
Man, that is so cool.
Well, let me brag on one of your friends. When he talks about his entourage that comes with him, well, last year at the FRCC event on Friday's racing, he decided to take the truck out, but he jumped it and hit this and hit that, and he was worried about a few welds. Well, who else's friend brings like a 200 million ton crane truck with a mud bog?
Shout out Earl for that. He brings it. He said, wherever you're going, I'm bringing the picker, man. And that's what I say.
He picks his truck up, boom, just picks it up in the air. They can spin it around. They can look at it. They do all this stuff.
Yeah.
Listen, that's
makes oil changes really convenient when you can just pick the truck up.
I bet.
Yeah. No, for sure. It takes everybody, man. It takes everybody.
Hey, Dustin, if I could tie a couple of things together right now, dude. You've talked about the idea of traveling around. I know you've probably been asked a million times, hey, man, why don't you just travel around and do all that? Dude, our event this weekend at New York State Off-Road Park, huge freestyle event, dude. If there was an event that we would love to have you at this year, in addition to Al's, it would be this one. And I know it's back-to-back weekends. I know it's probably a 40-hour drive one way. So I get that it doesn't pan out. But dude, to fantasize about it and to think about it is pretty badass to think about that. And I know a lot of people would love to see you this weekend. And those same people would love to come out next weekend and see it too, because what we have the benefit of doing is probably seeing the 2 best freestyles that we will see all year are going to be this weekend
and next week.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome for you guys. Like, I get asked all the time, and I know Perry made a comment earlier that I caught, and it's, I do what I do all year to be able to afford to go to 2 or 3 events in Canada, right? I know Michigan Bud Jam guys always reach out once or twice, are you coming? I'm like, you guys, it's 36 hours one way, right? I don't own a big semi truck to haul my junk around. I got an old Dodge that leaks more oil than I could put in it. I'm lucky to make it to FRCC, right? So it is a time thing, and the time will come. But until then, I got one of the best parks in the country, in my opinion, even though I haven't seen others, but I take people's word for it. I'm very fortunate to have Al's right there.
You have one of the best parks in the world, dude, and that's no bullshit. Yep. It's like, sometimes when people think about Canada, because look, we do a lot of this stuff in the States, they might think about, oh, what are they doing in Canada? It's a whatever thing, dude. When we look at a track, when Al built that freestyle track, and we looked at that and we're like, holy shit. It's like that's aggressive. We've seen everything a dozen times. Yeah. But it's probably, if not the best freestyle track we've ever seen out there. It's the biggest jumps, all that stuff. He's doing it right. What you guys are doing up there is crazy and on the level, if not above, anything that we're doing down here in the States as far as freestyle goes. You guys aren't just mailing it in with some little jumps. It's huge jumps, big air. And what you're doing out there, I mean, you're doing double backflips for crying out loud. You know what I mean? So hats off to you. And what are you, 2-time or 3-time? What are you, how many, you're 3-time?
It's 3 in a row now. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. See, 5 years ago, he wouldn't have been able to say that. He would have just said, but now he comes out and says, listen.
It was an idea. I remember when I first started building Kill, and I was putting a lot of money down, and my father, loved the guy. He was kind of like, what the fuck? Part of my language. He said, what are you building that for? I said, I want to do a backflip. It's never really been done in Canada yet, right? And I don't think we spoke for about 2 weeks after that. He thought I was just out to lunch, like you wouldn't believe. Now he's one of my biggest supporters, right? So it's funny. It starts from a dream, and if you want it bad enough, buddy, you'll make it happen one way or another, right?
Hey,
Yeah.
Al's Park is just, I got monster truck friends up here in Canada, and I promise you, if you put them on 66s in that park, they'd be checking out, right? The footage does not do justice when that jumps the size of the side of your house, and it's like,
Yeah.
holy,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
People like Cody Ford, I know he's in here somewhere.
Yeah, I just saw him
Comments.
post something. Yeah.
Right? Wait till you get in there with your truck, buddy. It's all going to change. I promise.
The SmackDown challenge.
Right? Oh, I love the guy. He's one of my best friends.
There have been a number of comments this year saying, Dustin, you're going to have to work for it this year. And it's so funny. I'm like, as if he hasn't had to work for it for the last couple, right? Yeah.
It's one of them things. Like, we'll do some events and people say, oh, just take it easy. Just whatever. But it's not like that. When you're in the truck and the adrenaline's going, you know the people want the show and you want to give them that show. And you got to push yourself every time you're in that truck, or why own it? If you're not going to do it, why own it, right? So we drive her hard regardless of who's there. You know, you could put me next to Scott, I'm going to drive the same way, or, you know, whoever else, right? So obviously winning it a couple times makes everyone else hungry and they want it just as bad or worse than I do, but I expect it. I expect everyone to bring it, and, right?
You've got a huge target on your back, and you know it, you know?
Yeah.
Because
every year,
as big of a deal as it would for you to be a 4-time champion up there, it's almost a bigger feather in the cap for somebody to say, I'm the one that knocked him off. It's like beating the Undertaker at WrestleMania, you know?
And, you know, I hope it happens. I really do, because it means the game is evolving and people are, if I'm the guy people want to chase because I'm pushing myself so hard, I'm going to benefit them by pushing them to reach that limit, to push their own limits.
Yeah.
Right. So, and then it's going to stop me from being complacent too. So I hope everyone really brings it this year and steps it up. I know I told Al, I said, hey man, we need a little bit more cut to them jumps. Let's push the evolution again, right? So,
Here's the text from where was it at from Al today?
He was sending me pictures for the last 2 days. What do you think of this? What do you think of
Oh,
this?
yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah,
awesome.
He goes, Dustin asked for a special jump in the middle of the freestyle. I built it for him, but it's positively insane. So look, because when Al showed us the track for the first time, he didn't say anything was insane. He's like, yeah, this is pretty good. So if he's saying it's insane, it has to be insane.
It has to be insane. You're right. Hey, and you mentioned the crowd. When you get the adrenaline flow, you get out there going, you start getting in the truck, and arguably, again, I'm going to keep using that word for FRCC, but I would say there's probably as many spectators at that event watching the freestyle as there is anywhere else in the country watching a freestyle event. Yeah. You guys agree with me on that?
Dude, everybody in the park is around that place. And what's so cool is it's dug into the side of a hill. So there's probably, what do you think, like a 12, 15-foot wall.
Best vantage point ever.
Up there, and everybody's just around there because and you could just see. And I remember the first couple of years that we did stuff in there, you know, you get people on the hill. Now it's so big that they're all the way wrapped around the edges now. And you get a great vantage point. But
I want to talk about freestyle viewing because it's another thing that I can tie all together. See, Al traveled around and he went to basically all the big parks in the U.S. and he really did his homework, like more than anybody that I've known before they opened up their first one. A lot of guys travel around and they do their homework, but they've already got a place, so they're trying to improve and do that, which is awesome. Al was a little different. He did all the homework and then he went and built a place. So he had that structured wall that you're talking about where everybody watches. Then you talk about a bricks off-road park where we do the freestyles and stuff in there on the side of the hill, and everybody can park on the hill. They've left a lot of trees, and it's really cool. It's more natural. And you talk about where we're going this weekend to Johnny Scrimmow's place at New York State Off-Road Park. That's got one of our favorite viewing areas too because, and Dustin, I don't know if you've seen the footage from it, like where the track is, but it's terraced in there, and there's 3 levels, right? And they're all the full length of the whole place. So you got a level here and a level here and a level up in the trees. So you got beautiful people. You can hang out in the sun. You can be up in the shade or whatever, and you can still get around. So hats off to the guys that are building and designing these tracks because they really are year in and year out. They're making them better and better all the time.
Yeah, you got to keep the people happy. Nobody likes staring at the back of somebody's head, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. If the angle's like this, it's not
right. Yeah. Yeah. Especially if it's wait.
Don't say that. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you beat me to it. All right, so listen, you guys come early, you stay all weekend, like you say. You've got a motorcade and a convoy going down there. You guys are going to, leave early in the week and take your time getting down there with the stop at. Did you say it was the Merv's Tavern?
Big Mervs.
Mervs.
Or Mervs. Don't hang me for that.
Yeah,
Biggest Mervs.
Somebody said Merv, M-U-R. It was posted.
You guys had a ton of people right there, and then you had another, group over there, and then Kyle Walton and all that crowd. I know you and Kyle are real tight. He's another well-known star up there in Canada. That really. Yeah,
Kyle's new truck.
Yeah, I was going to ask. That was going to be my next question. Go ahead.
Yeah, his new truck's something else. He bought it off someone, and he just went through the whole thing and just gave it a really good once over. And I think he's shaved like 3,000 pounds from his old truck. So same engine, smaller tires. He's coming for that J-hook hard this year. And I just had a good weekend with him, watching him shake the rust off in his new truck. And it's
nice.
It's good. I like it. Yeah.
Is that the one he left last year to go get?
Yeah, you bet. Okay. Yeah.
And then came back with it on the trailer?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, he bought it and basically cut it up and made it his own. And Chasing the Dragon, it's called now. And can't wait to see him party. Yeah, it's going to be good for sure.
Hey, we got a question from Horsepower Headquarters on YouTube. Why the name Kill?
So we run a screw blower on our truck, and the air door, we have 4 holes. So butterflies, air door, wherever you come from, it depends what you call it. So we were I hate to say, we were shop drinking one night, and I just took a marker because I bought it was making big time horsepower. It was making around 52 pounds of boost then. So, wild amount of horsepower, and everyone kept saying it's on kill mode, things set on kill. So one day I was drinking, I just took a Sharpie and I wrote KILL across the butterflies.
Okay.
Just keep me motivated, keep going. And then it just stuck. Like,
that's pretty good.
It's just one of them things that just happened, right? We thought when we were first getting the truck out, we're like, should we keep that name? Should we change it? Because we didn't know how people were going to respond to it, like in a negative way. You know what I mean? But it went the other way, right? People don't say my name. They say, oh, Kill's coming or whatever, right? So it just worked out. No complaints on my end, right?
I'm glad you didn't curtail to the woke majority. I'm just, you know what I mean, dude? I'm glad you kept it that way. No, because a lot of people will, and I understand it too. I get it, dude. And you're being respectful of everybody else by saying that. But I admire you for sticking to your guns and going, you know what, this is cool. And that's a great story too, because I think that's
like how you take it in context, right? And then someone shares a video and there's 4 kids chanting "kill" in the video. It's just the coolest thing ever. Now it's like their parents might be like, "Oh, kill," but it's not how you take it, right? But it just works.
They're all at school shouting "kill." Yeah, it's cool.
Right. You might get in trouble for having a "kill" T-shirt in school. I don't know.
Look, the best is
on me. That's
the best back in the day. That those kind of stuff. Scott Hartsock, rest his soul. He's no longer with us. But when he used to take pictures with his name of his monster truck was the Gunslinger, and when he used to take pictures with the kids, he'd hold the gun up to their head like this.
Yeah.
Which in the early 2000s was kind of cool.
Yeah,
it was accepted. You wouldn't get away with that now, though.
Dude, our buddy Scott Kersner in Ohio has a huge truck called the Mud Slut, and I just remember he used to take it out to schools for career day and stuff, and they would hang something over the back, and it would just say like mud on it, and they're like, hey, "This is my truck. It's called Mud." And we're like, "No, that's the Mud Slut. Right. Probably not good for the 3rd graders, but I get it." So. It's funny,
but it works. It works, right?
It does.
Well, dude, I was going to say something. It's part of besides getting the truck ready and getting out there for you. What seems like is and we're on the other end too, because we want to see you do good at freestyle. It's like, okay, it's Thursday. Do not get in the truck. Do not wreck the truck. Do not blow the truck up. Wait till Saturday for freestyle or whatever it is. Is it hard for you not just want to get in it and rip around?
Dude, it's like one of the biggest back and forth battles I have. It depends who I'm talking to at the time. Some people are like, man, just run it. Who cares? And then on the other end of it's like, save it. Be smart, right?
Yeah.
Use this up here, right? But this year we said we've done the freestyle. We've had good luck with that. I really want to do the bounty hole big time, right? J-hook, definitely want to run that. And you know what? If something doesn't go our way, it was meant to be, right? We'll opt out of freestyle. That's fine. That's racing. That's what's expected, right? But I know we've talked about this before, me and you, and it's just.
Well, you did run a little bit of the J-hook last year.
We did, yeah. We did just we were getting serious, and then we kind of had a little. What's that?
And it cracked the housing, and you almost didn't make freestyle, right?
Nah. Right? We fixed it. We fixed it.
Yeah, he made a freestyle jump out of that little tabletop.
Yeah,
that was it like a tabletop. He said, "Oh, there's my first jump. I can try it out."
That was one of those checkers or wreckers moments, right? I had Twisted Liver next to me, Matt. He just got a brand new bad fucking engine in that part of my language. He's coming hard this year, and it was bad last year, and he just went through it all again, brand new, fresh. And when you got a guy like that next to you, it's checkers or wreckers. I don't care. I ain't stopping. I ain't lifting. That's perfect for the show.
Is he all fixed up and ready to go again?
You betcha.
That truck, dude. That truck's a bad bitch, dude. That is.
Yeah. She parties, right?
Oh,
Shout out to Ken Sitko for doing that for him. Thing rocks.
Love it. That's liver. What's his last name?
Livernosh.
Yeah, Livernosh. That's right.
Yeah,
he's a cool dude.
Yeah, he's a beauty. Yeah, he's French, but he's a beauty.
Yeah.
He's French, but
every now and then I go, what?
We all
he still carries a bit of an accent.
Yeah.
God love him. He's a beauty. He was actually out for the.
It is funny to see that badass mega truck that looks like it would just kill you. Pardon the name. And then he gets out of there and he's looking all cool. And then he does, and he talks in like the French accent. And I'm just saying that only because we're from Florida, so you really don't hear that down here. Yeah,
for sure. Stands out. Yeah, no, it's good. I can't wait. It's about time he starts having some good luck. He had a kind of a bad road there for a bit, but first blower motor, I think everyone goes through those little. Those blues, those moments, those learning curves, right? So he was just at an event with us last weekend and everything went good. And he actually was responsible. He made a couple passes and he put it back on the trailer and said, "I'm good for FRCC. I'm not."
Nice.
Nice.
So it's awesome. I'm excited. There's going to be some bad trucks and it's going to be a great weekend.
Well, talking about, I'm sorry, Matt.
He needs some camera time is what he needs.
He does. He does. Yeah. I think he's going to have it this year.
Good. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, talk about the new rig behind you. A lot of people have got questions about the new rig. Yeah.
This is actually, we go to events and it's all serious, all business all the time. And we started out in the bush like everyone did. The 420 rule, you drive for 4 minutes and you drink for 20, right? And we kind of, after doing so many events, we're like, we missed that. So kind of a lot of my wife's money, she put a lot of money in that thing too. And we built it kind of to be back to the roots, get out, have fires, cook some hot dogs. And that just went like this. And next thing you know, it's 4-linked and twin turbo and big LS in it. And the thing just parties. So I told her FRCC, babe, I said, don't come back till it's broke or out of fuel.
All right. I like it.
And that's what it's built for. Right. So I'm hoping
is it a 4-seater or 2-seater?
Oh, buddy, she's got like 6 seats in that.
You said it,
the front, bench in the back. So, but you'll probably see it out on the tug pad, maybe some bounty hole action. That 4-lane bounty hole that Al's got, that's super awesome. It's nonstop entertainment.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna see a lot of this one there if it all stays together.
Nice,
definitely. that hasn't really been out yet. No one's really seen this one yet, so it's kind of nice. It's exciting for all of us, actually. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, nice.
So she's going to be driving.
She's going to be driving, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's one of them things I'm not allowed to touch.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm allowed to sit in the passenger seat, and that's pretty much it.
that is
That's
sweet.
probably
It's a
for the best.
good-looking ride, and it matches perfectly with your rig. So,
Yeah, it's kill her.
Nice.
Right. So
That's very
hopefully
cool.
it all works out good and doesn't give us no issues, but you know how it goes, right? Hopefully we don't have to wrench too much on that one. I can barely keep up with the big truck, let alone two of them.
Hey, look, you've got a pit crew of 150 people with you.
Yeah.
It's no problem. You guys, after seeing what you guys did last year with the huge crane truck and and everybody pitching in and all that kind of stuff, I don't think there's anything that you guys could not get done if needed.
Buddy, as long as the truck's got oil pressure, we will run.
Yeah,
The
there you
rest,
go.
I don't care about the rest. If it's got oil pressure, 20 psi and more, the truck's gonna run.
Nice.
I don't care, right? But
Well,
yeah,
Tyler,
I get a lot of help for sure.
Tyler says my turn to drive it. She drove my truck. I'll be gentle.
Yeah.
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 Tyler.
You ain't going anywhere near that thing. No, you can sit in the seat. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, remember
Awesome.
there? My thing. How's my audio?
You're good. You're good.
So we're up there, dude, and you hit that move, and it was like it went over twice and all that, and then there was controversy on that because a bunch of dudes who have never driven trucks were like, "That's not a double backflip," and anybody that has ever driven a truck was like, "Yes, it is. Yes, it is." And we were talking about that, and then boom, you go 2 weeks after that. Damn near the same thing happened to our buddy at the barnyard in Maine. And then you guys, were you guys friends before that, or did that kind of bring you guys together a little bit?
He was kind of talking to me about doing a backflip, and basically a conversation we had, just like I had with Ryan Anderson when I was talking about doing it. He said basically just watch videos of monster trucks, their fails versus the completed flips, and pick up what they did wrong. And it's all timing. It really is. It's all timing, right? And then sure enough, Tyler, I believe his name's Tyler, just come out and perfect. Great. Right?
Yep.
Everyone needs to be doing backflips. Like
Everybody
honestly though, it's mind over matter. Like you're in a roll cage. Like you got the best safety gear in the world. I don't know. I think it's mind over matter. If it's something you really want to do it. Hell yeah. You might wreck the truck, but it's the payoff versus, right? You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
One of them things, right? But Tyler had he had a double. We'll call it what it is, right? I call it a double, and it worked out for him, right? Perfect. It's like Matt Watson last year, the attempt, great, and he's got a whole new front end from Western Canadian Rockwell. Matt Watson, he's coming for blood. I know it. The guy drives like an animal.
Is that the big Suburban Tahoe, whatever the hell it is?
Yeah. Definitely.
Dude.
Definitely. So I think he's making a little bit more power this year. He's got a whole new front end there, new knuckles. He ain't breaking nothing. We actually talking to my buddy earlier today, we're like the chances of him pushing the C-can. That's a big old truck, right? That's a big old truck. You have to be cooking, definitely. Or have the
big
timing
heavy tires
spot on, right?
So
but the guy's an animal.
So he's gonna try it again?
Oh yeah. For sure, without a doubt, right?
Oh, I just love it,
Oh yeah, he wants it back. Yeah.
That is so cool,
Which
dude.
I love because it's gonna push me, right? So, that's great.
Some people would say, "What's wrong with what went wrong with you guys to make you want to do this?" Right?
No, I think he said it earlier.
Choices.
Yeah.
No, I think he said it earlier. He just, he got into it. He started loving it. He started pushing himself. He wanted to do better. He wanted to have a better truck. He just kept building on it. And now look what he's doing. I mean, three back-to-back championships on, arguably, again, using my word, one of the best freestyle tracks anywhere in North America that mega trucks run on anywhere from coast to coast, from, north to south. He's competing on that. So kudos to you, man, for pushing yourself to the level that you are today. I mean, it's an absolute blast to watch you do what you do out there in that
I
truck.
tell you, Al's track forces evolution because
Yeah.
the smallest jump out there is bigger than most places' big jump.
Yeah.
So you get out there in your truck, man, you got to check yourself right quick. So, but it's good though. It forces growth, right? So,
Yeah. Speaking of big jump, Jake Burton checking in. He's
Right.
gonna be in Ohio the week after Canada, right? And he's going for a world record jump in his mega truck. That son of a bitch is crazy. I'm sure you've seen what he's done, and good Lord.
Did y'all see his new
he's
truck,
something else.
Whiplash?
Yeah.
See the pictures?
She's wild.
Hey, listen, I've got a start of movement here, Dustin. I'm thinking that we're going to have to start a fund so you can get your truck, maybe you and a couple of others, get your trucks driven to a big, huge 2025 Trucks Gone Wild freestyle event, wherever it may be, the closest spot, wherever. And then that way you and your families, the drivers, can fly down. So we need to start that movement.
Talked about. Yeah.
Yep.
We talked about it lots.
We've talked about the World Freestyle Championships, the World Mega Truck Freestyle Championship, however you want to call it.
Yeah.
Which would be ridiculous. You know, it takes some planning and figure out where to do it. Take a lot of money, but
Adam had that idea 25 years ago.
Yes,
he did. Yeah, but I know. But Matt, you copied it, so it's
I know. I did. I copied everything. Hey, dude. I did think it was funny that right when we were talking about badass stuff, Jake Burton pops up. Hi. And we have been talking about that. And dude, this is a big family, right? And there's a lot of these lotteries now going on that are upwards of like $1.2 billion to win, which you probably go home with 400 million. Inevitably, somebody in this big dysfunctional family is going to win a Powerball. And just get with us and we'll help you streamline the whole thing and put it together.
Yeah. That sounds perfect. Because Dustin Stacy, you will be on that list. You and the Kill Mega Truck will be on that list for absolutely sure.
It's gonna happen. It's been a long time coming. People are starting to really poke now about us heading south. But right now, and point in my life right now, we're just not ready to make that trip. But maybe next year, I'm gonna push hard for next year. Can't commit to nothing, but definitely next year we're gonna be looking into coming down south. I talk to Art every now and then, and he's all on board. Let me know when you're coming.
Yeah,
right. We'll take care of you, kind of thing.
Speaking of coming, Ryder May is going to be at New York State Off-Road Park.
She's on the way.
She's already on. Yeah, I just saw her comment a minute ago.
So is Bobby Witzke leaving his house at 3:30 in the morning to head for Esperance, New York.
Yep.
He says, "I'm gonna bury my Jeep, dude," and I love it. And can I just quote Kyle Walton? Let me go back. That was a man. Damn it, the comments just scrolled and oh shit, where.
If it makes you happy, doesn't have to make sense to anyone else. Is that what?
Yeah, but you got to read it with a little bit more emphasis, right?
Where's it at? If it makes you happy, doesn't have to make sense to anyone else.
Dude, right? If it makes you happy, doesn't have to make sense to anyone else. Boom.
If it makes you happy, doesn't have to make sense to anyone else.
That's right, dude.
These pretzels are making me thirsty.
Absolutely.
None of it makes sense, but we do it. It's cool.
I
tell everyone, man, I'm the coolest guy in the world to a 6-year-old, and that's all that matters.
Right. Well, before you go, let me ask you something. Go back over the feelings one last time when you got out of the truck after landing the double backflip at FRCC last year. You had people just running to you, and stuff, and it was very cool. Go ahead.
Before you answer that, so I'm right there. We've got GoPros everywhere. Mike's, I don't know where Mike is. Mike's somewhere over there. I'm over here. Chuck's over there. Oh, no, Chuck's not there. We're all surrounding this thing. He does the double backflip. There's kind of a cloud of dust, right? All around. And everybody just does this because they figured it was over. That was it. But no, it's like, and then everybody's yelling, "Get the fuck back." They're just screaming. And you go ripping into a donut before you stop. But it was one of those things that was crazy because after that happened, people's minds were so blown that they figured, oh, that has to be it. It's like, no, bitch, that ain't it. Get out my way. So you can answer Worcester's question now, but that was my experience on the side of the thing. I'm yelling too because I can still hear the engine going. You're like ready to rip it, you know?
Yeah. The first time we did it was we landed on the front and then plopped on the back tires, and I jumped out because I was like, oh my God, I just flipped. Never thought any more of it. And the second time we landed on the roof, and I said, you know what? I'm not stopping until I land it and drive away. So as soon as I came around, I'll be honest to everyone. I don't lie. I don't bullshit. I didn't know I went around twice. When you hit that thing so hard, it's like lights out for a split second. And I was like, oh my God, I'm on all fours. Reverse, backed out of it. I had no idea I went around twice. It happened so fast, right? So the goal was to drive away out of it. And we already did everything we wanted to do. And one of the things is you can't stay out there too long. I know a couple guys told me it gets boring. You stay out too long. So backflip, donuts, out.
I don't know who would have ever told you that, but
it gets a little stale after you hit everything.
That's what, but it's hard, right? In your position, because we do tell everybody, because we're like, you've been to every driver's meeting I've ever had up there in Canada. I'm like, guys, when your run's done and it ends strong, don't just drive back into the pits. Get out of that thing, pound on the thing, take your helmet off, spike it on the ground. Yeah. People want to cheer, even Canadian people. They love to cheer, and it's like it's hard to convince people of that, but you get it, and a lot more people do, and they understand that concept of we do the same thing when it comes to like tug of wars at the barn. I know it's got to end in like a 15-minute time window. So I've got 3 or 4 pulls lined up. Any of them could be good. Dude, if one catches on a big ass fire, good night. You know what I mean? Right. I'm not bringing anybody out after that. It is what it is. We're going to end strong, and that's what you did with your run, and I love it. And hats off to you for having the wherewithal to actually be able to figure that out in amongst everything that was going on.
Yeah, I was just happy it was on all fours, honestly. So I was like, oh my God, this has never happened before.
As a spectator, the biggest thing in freestyle that I always look at is momentum. It's just keep moving, not circling around the place, but just keep moving, hitting a jump, seeing something, hitting that, just keep hitting it, and speed. You know what I mean? Yes. And it makes a run so much visually better. Dude, it's an art form, dude. Freestyle is one of those things that really it's a dance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you talk to other drivers and they come up with like a plan. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm like, man, I plan first jump. I hit the first jump. After that, you hit what's next. You don't go looking. You don't go, getting some milk over here because it just gets boring. You hit what's in front of you. You keep it constant, right? And that's just watching monster trucks, and that's what they do. It's constant entertainment all the time. So I hear people, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. I'm like, I hope that goes for you because it usually don't. Right. So I plan for the first jump. After that, it's just
wasn't it
let it happen, right?
Was it Mike Tyson that said everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the face?
Yeah.
Right?
Sounds like it. Yeah.
Sometimes it feels like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like that for sure.
So this weekend in New York, if I'm not mistaken, there's a backflip ramp for that. And I don't even know who's all going to be there. I know a handful of guys that are coming, but I don't know everybody. There could be 5 trucks, there could be 20 trucks. I have no idea. But I'll bet you somebody's going to hit that backflip ramp this weekend. So
definitely. And like, I know some people that say, oh, the backflip's losing its touch and all this stuff, but I'm like,
no,
I don't know. I think it's pretty freaking cool.
Not to anybody who's ever done one.
And not to anybody that's a true fan, has been a fan for a long time, that sees it in person. Because again, Chris hit the nail on the head. The crowd was so psyched when you landed that sucker that, like he said, the feelings and the adrenaline and everything was just, everybody was running towards you. They thought, I think everybody thought you were going to stop there, and just, end it with a bang. But like you said, you wanted to whoop, whoop, and then end it with a bang. But
yeah, like,
it's just
unfortunately,
crazy.
Yeah, the mega truck scene in Canada is fairly small. We do have a lot of buggies and tough trucks, and they do their own thing. But like mega trucks like Kill, it's fairly small. So the people that do follow us and follow what we do, they've watched me try it twice and put everything I have into it. So like,
Right.
and I'm talking a lot of people in the crowd, so to see it happen, it was like not just a win for me. It's everyone that's been following us for the last 4 years trying to do what we do. So the whole place just went bonkers,
It
right? Like
was.
the Asta Cruiser guy, his video, oh my God. I think he was the most stoked one out of the whole
Oh, yeah.
place,
Yeah. Some bitch bought a new
Losing.
house off of that. Yeah.
right? So, and he's been following us for a few years. I talked to him a couple times. So it's nice to see when something finally comes together that you've been working so hard at. So,
Yeah.
it was a win for the whole park, the way I look at it.
I think Austin Crew, I think he was a judge last year, I think, on there.
Yeah, I think so. He's usually up there. Yeah, one of the
Hey,
guys, definitely.
So
right?
Channing Hudson has a question, reverse backflip question mark. How tricky would that be?
I don't plan nothing.
Yeah.
I can't promise nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
But is that
Try my
a
best.
problem? Is that a problem with the speed, with
Yeah.
speed being limited in reverse and everything? I mean, you could do it because it doesn't take a ton of speed, right? Just
But I know Al just revamped the backflip, so it could be possible. It could be possible. He's been doing some work to it, so I'm excited for the changes because hopefully you see a flip that's another 10 feet in the air,
Jesus.
throw you up there a little higher.
Right.
oh, like a almost like a teardrop kind of.
Yeah, it's got a little bit more cut to it now, so hopefully it's not like hitting a wall, and a guy
Right.
can really hang it out, right? So I'm
Well,
excited. Everyone's excited.
as much as drivers have to learn, track builders do as well, right? It's
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
so
The great thing about Al too is he listens to us. He puts us all in a group before the event and asks what we want changed. I don't know. I've never been anywhere else really, but I've never had the event owner message me asking, "Hey, what do you want to be changed?" And Al listens to the people and everyone's concerns. He's changed. They said, "Oh, we want a bigger landing on the J hook." 2 days later, it's done. Right.
Yeah.
So, he's a people pleaser. So whatever issues anyone has about freestyle or J hook, man, voice it. He'll change it. Right.
That landing, I don't know if Perry meant this, but that landing is what we're going to refer to as the flat Earth curve. That's what we're going to.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm still shooting for flat
Earth curve. Damn right, dude.
Yeah.
Look at that. He went up to the firmament and he bounced off, came back down. So,
yeah.
No, that's cool.
Is Cole Hudson going to be jumping any semi trucks this year?
I don't know. Am I giving stuff away? I think he's going to be participating. He will be racing. I'm not sure exactly
Chevy?
what though. He will be racing some. No, not his truck, but he will be racing. I think maybe one of the cheesy poofs or something. I think that's in the world.
He had the semi in the cheesy poof last year, didn't he?
Yeah, it kept cutting off on him.
I think he wants to be a little more competitive this year.
He goes. Is there a way to get a microphone in the car so I can announce while I'm racing? So
yeah, live feed, right? That's hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah,
for
he's
sure.
a character. Yeah, I can't wait to see all you guys, man. It's gonna be wild.
yeah.
Oh man, I think my mother's even coming this time.
Oh, yeah?
She's sick of hearing about it. She said, "I'm just gonna come."
Oh,
I'm
cool,
like,
man.
There's something there for everybody.
There really is, man. We've had so many great memories there over the years, and to think that when the whole thing started with realistically Chasing Paper Pete introducing Al and I at Plant Bamboo, and us standing around the campfire back at our camp where we do drinking beer late into the night. We were both drunk as hell, shaking hands, going deal. And I go to Chuck and Chris. I go, we're going to Canada next year. They go, huh? I'm like, it's gonna be fine. It's going to be fine. Yeah. And that was probably, 8 or 9 years ago? I don't even know.
Yep. No regrets, right?
Oh, none, dude. Absolutely not. That was one of the best dumbass decisions I've ever made.
Yeah, it's pretty much one of the only events like that we have up here, right? There's a couple smaller ones, but, to kind of the level Al's doing in places I want to be, that's kind of the only one we got. There's some really good smaller events or catered towards the buggies and rock crawlers and rock bouncers, which are awesome too, but that's just not really my thing, right? So what Al's doing for us, like, man, awesome.
Yep.
Always.
Absolutely.
Hey,
All right.
I see where Al chimed in. Al, is the same food vendor going to be there that has the dry rib? That's the important question, dude.
Yeah, that's the most important question.
I will turn into a dry rib by the end of that weekend.
It's like Al goes, you guys spent $387 in that thing. I'm like, that's a lot of dry ribs.
That's a lot of dry ribs.
That's a lot of dry ribs.
In my defense, I probably got 2 fountain Cokes or 2 cans of Coke too over the weekend. So
Yep.
there's that.
All right,
Man.
Dustin Stacy. Well, I want to thank you for your time tonight, man. You've been a great guest. Hope a lot of people got the opportunity to get to know you more. We look forward to the opportunity of you coming down to the USA and competing in one of the largest freestyle events ever put on. So keep that in mind. I'm sure, again, you'll be at the top of the list people reach out to. So I bet it's going to happen one day soon. So
Dustin, do you have any Schmedium kill shirts, dude? Like a
buddy, we're coming with swag this time.
nice.
We finally
like
loaded up.
Like a
Anybody wants some?
boy,
We got it.
like a good teenage boyish medium size. That's what I need.
Like a men's small,
Yes.
nice and tight on you, right?
Adult large, men's small. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, it's all good.
I love it. No, just a quick thing before I go. I know I talked about it once already, but anyone that's convoying from the west to the east, Big Mer's Tavern, okay? Message me. It's going to be a party, okay? And it's in kind of memory of our good buddy Jason. Be awesome, okay? Come out, say hi, and we all convoy from there first thing in the morning. It makes that morning trip awesome, okay?
Very cool.
Anyone that's heading, hit me up. Kyle Walden, get a hold of him. It's definitely a good way to break the trip up.
Cool.
We're all going to be there.
Nice.
Okay?
Good deal.
Sounds good, man.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you, your time and everything, and the opportunity to get to know you a lot better. So, again,
Definitely.
tonight's special guest, Dustin Stacy. He's the owner and driver of the Kill Mega Truck. And I'm telling you what, he is one guy to watch. And he'll be at Al Benasaki's Filthy Redneck Country Club, where?
Walden.
Yep, Walden, Saskatchewan, Canada, next weekend. So everybody be there and be sure to cheer him on. So thank you so much. Safe travels to you next week, and we'll see you soon.
You bet.
See you, brother.
Good night, guys. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Hey, man,
All right.
great guest. Just a great guest, a great internet connection, and that was awesome.
Yep. It was great to everybody else. You know, so many people have, been seeing his videos over the last couple of years. He's on a lot of highlight reels now, and he's been doing so well in that truck. He works so hard at it. He's got a great group of friends behind him and supporting him. So it's great for everybody to get the opportunity to actually get to know him better. So again, great guest, and thank you so much. So I know we got a couple of more things to wrap things up with, and let's go ahead and play that commercial right quick.
July 18th through the 21st, Trucks Gone Wild is coming back to Canada. It's all going down at Al Benasaki's Filthy Redneck Country Club in Waldron, Saskatchewan. It's the biggest off-road event in Canada, and we want you to be a part of it. You'll see the Canadian Freestyle Championship, the badass J-Hook Mud Racing, the party at the Bounty Hole, the world-famous Cheesy Poop Classic, the 4-wide Battle Pit, back-to-back tug-of-wars on the pad, live music, and much, much more. If you've never been to this event, now is the time. It's Trucks Gone Wild weekend at Al Benasaki's Filthy Redneck Country Club in Waldron, Saskatchewan, Canada. It all goes down July 18th through the 21st. Memories will be made.
Let's give them something to talk about.
All right. That worked out perfect.
Dude, if that wasn't us and we didn't make that commercial, that event looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. I was waiting for it.
Let's get back to some of the comments about New York tonight, because that is the message at hand. Dude, there's been a lot of people. They're on the road right now. Some guys are 30 minutes from the gate. Some people, I saw one guy's 11 hours from the gate. Another guy's 3 hours from the gate. And everybody's fired up. Mr. New York is fired up. They're out there now. I don't know if Joey Bishop said he was out there already. Dude, people are there, and they are set for a weekend, dude. And we said at the end of that one on Al's, memories will be made. And that is exactly what it's all about. At every Trucks Gone Wild event, there are memories made. And there's going to be so many memories this weekend, I can't even wait. And, Wister, you touched on it a little bit earlier. Dave Renfro and I have been talking about co-announcing a freestyle for the better part of 10 years, maybe longer than that. And we're finally doing it. If I don't have to be down there, I don't know. I may have to be down on the ground kind of running things. I'm not sure yet. So we're going to get there tomorrow. We're going to check in with the staff, get everything figured out, and see how everything's laid out. So Dave may have to fly solo, but I hope I can be up there with him at least for a little bit, if not all of it.
Yeah, it'd be great. I mean, I think the two of you together, being able to collaborate on such a big event, and a lot of excitement around the freestyle events always, pretty much. And I think it'd be really cool for the fan base there to hear both you guys being able to go back and forth and collaborate on. I think it'd be something pretty special.
Well, not only that, my man Ricky Taylor's going to be there calling the action. And Ricky put out a little comment a little bit earlier about maybe having some TGW swag to throw out into the crowd. And we didn't do that last year, and I think that's a great idea. Ricky, get with me, dude. I will get you a couple things to pardon everybody while you whip that out. You know what I mean? Yep. We will have that handled for you, dude. That'll be fun. And I didn't get a chance to either because, man, we were just so busy, dude. And I was like, man, we didn't really get a chance to hang out with Ricky, but I watched the video back, and there's so many little interviews and sound pieces here and there. I go, well, that's why, dude. We were just all over the place having a ball. And I think it came across in that video, Chris, if I'm not mistaken. I watched that, and I'm like, man, that was a good time.
Yep.
Well, I wonder. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, look, part one of the New York recap when we were there last month is out, just came out today. Part two is going to drop next week. And before you know it, the new event is going to drop too. So be on the lookout for that. Go to our YouTube channel and subscribe, you cheap bastards.
Hey, we were getting a lot of questions about the tug of war rules. The tug of wars, not the nighttime tugs, the happy tugs, the party tugs, all that. I'm talking about the competition tugs that are going to be done Friday afternoon. Want to remind everybody that the rules were put out yesterday for everybody. The class rules, I think there's like 4 classes. So please go share those to all those that are going to be doing the tug of wars for money. I believe it's about $10,000 purse on the tug of war. So if you want to know where you fit into all that, I mean, there's a class for everybody. So it's pretty neat.
And the guys running it are top notch too. And we're not going to step on anybody's rules. They have taken the bulls by the horns, dude, and they're doing a great job. And I'm sure, I'm not going to say this for them, but I'm sure if you go up there and you go, hey, I don't know where I fit in, I'll bet you they'll go, hey, dude, look, this, that, the other, you'd fit in this one. Yeah. And they're going to handle it as fairly as possible. There are always wild card vehicles, right? We don't do a lot of rules with much. And because I remember back in the day, you would have as precise as you thought you could. And there would be 3 vehicles that didn't fit into anything. You're like, damn, what do we do with this?
Yeah, so, it always has. And it doesn't matter if it's just tug of wars, Matt. It could be a lot of things. Remember the racing stuff and this and that and this. Yeah. I mean, there's always been some kind of, like you said, the guy just doesn't fit in just right. And, what do we do? So I think the way they've got them, I read over them yesterday. I like the way they've got it, by tire size and stuff. It all makes sense. So I think there's going to be something for everybody. So it should be pretty cool.
We've got a question from Angel Boxel. Do you guys bring any merch with you? Yes, we will have a lot. We will have it out there. There'll be a big ass tent. It's about 10 by 20. It's got Trucks Gone Wild on the top of it. It's next to Johnny's Tower that's up there. It'll be easy to find. The hats, shirts, cups, koozies, luggage tags. I don't even know what all we have.
And it's run by the not the number 1 in customer service, but the number 2 in customer service, Mud Tank Dave, who if he thinks you're a little fatter than the shirt that you're going to wear, and you go, hey, do you have that in a large? You go,
Yeah.
Here's a 2X.
If you hear Dave go, huh, that means he thinks that you need the next size up.
Yeah. Hey, he's just looking after your investment.
Hey, there's Carl, the Diltuga, hanging out watching tonight. Carl, we see that, dude. Everything's good. There was another question. Any special release shirts for New York? Now, we had them last year. And there's probably did we ever finally get rid of all of them? It's hard to do a one-off event shirt anymore for us. They just, as cool as they could be and as much as we think they're going to be a hit, they just usually aren't. So there was another question up there somewhere, but I don't know. It's all good.
Cool.
Johnny's got the belts, the checks, all the hardware, the robe, the crowns, all that stuff. Dude, we're giving away more stuff. Not even just the money, just the stuff that is going to be filling people's shops and garages over the next week. It's going to be
great video, great pictures, and a great weekend. So, well, guys, I want to wish you safe travels. I know you're going to be getting out early in the morning, and so safe travels to you guys. Try to post up some live video if you can. Go live. It would be great to see some of that now that we got the new Starlink. A little live stream for just a little while would be cool if you think about it. Just to help your friends out so we can see something. So anyway, give that some thought. Maybe I'll send you a reminder. But any final thoughts?
No, dude, look, we got 4 weekends in a row coming up. We got New York, Canada, Ohio, and then the Barnyard. Right, it's going to be one hell of a month. Matt already ordered 3 livers from Amazon. He got a good deal. It came in a triple pack, right?
Well, and I subscribe now, so I save an additional 7%.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
smart.
Yeah. It's going to be a big month with some big events and a big time. Lots of stuff happening. I'm ready. Let's do it.
Hey, would that be the Celtic Reaper outdoors? That wouldn't be Celtic, would it?
It could be Celtic. Depends on where you're from.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a C.
Yeah, but Celtic, I think, still is C. All
right, the Celtic or Celtic Reaper outdoors. Do y'all ever get to the Western states? Washington, Oregon, Idaho. We do. We have a deal that we've been doing in Washington for the last couple of years, and we are scheduled to do that at Moses Lake Mudflats. And it's right in the middle of Washington. The exact date escapes me, somewhere around the 15th or 16th.
September.
Maybe September 20th.
I can tell you exactly when it is. It is September 21st is the actual race day. Saturday, September 21st. Moses Lake Mudflats, put on by the Sand Scorpions. Google it, Facebook it. Have all the info you need. They do freestyle. They do a bounty hole. It's a good time.
It's
all free.
Which is, we still don't know how they do it.
Yeah. Well, I made a deal with them, so they're not charging any gate fees again this year. So I took care of that for everybody. You just get it free.
Giving away 170,000 free tickets for that event.
I mean, hey, do what you do. Cool.
You're like Santa.
Yeah. Yep.
So.
All right. Safe travels to you. Safe travels to everybody out there that's going to New York this weekend, man. We appreciate you signing in and following it tonight. Don't forget to give those 7-8 shares. Have you shared yet? Have you? If you haven't, bottom of the screen, hit the share button, share it to your timelines because we appreciate everyone. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. Hope a lot of you are going to Esperance, New York this weekend. And so thank you, Matt Steele. Thank you, Chris Ledford. And to all, we wish you the very best. See you again very soon.